Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the daily Videodevo mini-series that we're doing right now, Parables from a Redwood Forest. I'm on my hike this morning in Henry Cowell State Park. It's just filled with parables for the Christian life, like when you look at these impressive trees behind me. Did you know that they can grow to well over 300 feet in height? I mean, just look at their height. It's just dizzying. They are taller than 30-story buildings, and they are living things. And yet, the roots of redwood trees are very shallow. I mean, as tall as these trees are, did you know that their root system only grows down approximately 6 feet, sometimes as much as 10 feet, but usually only about 6 feet deep? In other words, as tall as they are, their roots only go down about as tall as I am, an approximately 6-foot tall man. I mean, it's incredible. The roots are so shallow. How do roots that shallow prop up trees this tall and this heavy? Well, it's because the roots may be shallow, but they go out wide. Their roots go out at least as widely as the tree is tall. In fact, many of these gigantic trees have root systems that actually go out further than 300 feet. Most of the trees here in Henry Cowell Forest are in fact interconnected through their root systems, the redwood trees. Isn't that incredible? And what a great spiritual parable. You know, the Bible talks about how we can support one another through the storms of life. In Hebrews 10:24 it says, "And let us consider how we may spur one another on toward love and good deeds, not giving up meeting together, as some are in the habit of doing, but encouraging one another, and all the more as you see the day approaching." In other words, the reason to keep fellowshipping together, the reason to keep going to your small group, the reason to keep going to church every weekend is not, to earn brownie points from God or something like that. It's because it sends your roots out wide. Does that make sense to you? And then we can all support one another through the storms of life. That's why we need one another. That's why the spiritual life is not just a private discipline. It is a private discipline, but we also need to send out our roots and interconnect with others so that when the storms of life come, when the high winds blow, when death and tragedy and confusion and depression strike, if our roots are already connected to other healthy redwood trees in the forest we call our church fellowship, then we can stand strong. Now, roots don't grow in one day, and so I would encourage you to keep pressing outward with your roots. Get into a small group Bible study or a Sunday school class. Keep coming to church, keep volunteering, because you're doing that partially for the day that the high winds blow, so that your wide root system is already in existence. Think about that. Put out some roots today. Give somebody a call. Have some coffee. Establish your friendship with somebody else in the Lord so that your root system continues to grow out so that you can stay tall. God bless you as you think about that. Have a great day.